Screen, do you see this bouquet from Roberta's? It's the Rose Lily collection, and I will guarantee you that there's no store that you can go into, no flower shop that you can ask a bouquet for these rose lilies that you're going to be able to grow in your own home. Whether it's in a planter, in the ground, front yard, backyard, or any side yard, today we're going to give you the ability to grow the most beautiful lilies that you've ever seen. Do you see the multiple blooms?
Yes.
That's one flower.
That's right.
And today we have it for you. You're going to get a set of 4 of these bulbs, which grow multiple flowers throughout the entire summer from July all the way through September for just $6 on a credit card. And by the way, you get every color that you're seeing on the screen.
Absolutely right, Alberti. So this is the Rose Lily. This is the new and improved, the better lily. As you're seeing here, that was the Leona. We saw the Michaela earlier. This is the Doria. So as Alberti said, maybe you've actually never even seen these because you're not going to find these at the floral shops. You're not going to be able to find these as cut flowers. They are so new and revered and absolutely the most elegant lily you can grow. Here we see in the Anushka. Oh. Look at how gorgeous she is with those white petals, but then every single petal has that gorgeous peakity pink. It's
oh my gosh,
one of the most stunning flowers to see in real life.
And by the way, and smell.
And to smell.
They are the most beautiful smelling flower on the planet. And if you know, I used to go to a flower shop when I lived in Los Angeles. Every week, I'd buy 3 calla lilies.
Cute.
3 calla lilies.
How much was that?
$30 for 3 of them. Today, we're
sure.
going to give you the ability to grow them yourself. By the way, you put them in the ground, they literally come up on their own.
Exactly.
We're giving you the fertilizer for the entire season to go along with it. And it's $6 with free shipping. Now, we're going to show you exactly the difference here.
Yes. Yeah. So what I have in my hand here is the traditional stargazer lily that we all have seen before.
Yeah.
But most importantly, you'll notice she only has 6 petals. And then the worst part about her is the pollen mess.
Yes.
These stain your table runners, they'll stain your clothes, they're unsafe for our pets. But then if Alberti, you'll hold up the Anushka. First of all,
one flower.
That's one flower. Now, look at that profile shot. The Anushka.
This is real, by the way.
Check that out. Yeah.
This is not a fake. This is a true, real lily from the collection that you'll be able to grow on your own. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4 layers of petals. Every single side of it.
Absolutely gorgeous.
And 132116 is your item number. Okay, so I want to show everyone what we're getting and how we're going to grow them.
Yeah, okay, so it's a 4-piece collection. You're getting every color that we just saw. And if you're new to gardening, this is the best collection. We curated this for you because you're getting 4 farm fresh bulbs, but you are also getting a sample pack of our Roberta's Bounty that maybe you have seen previously in this larger bag. So this is our customer's favorite fertilizer. We use this on everything. So we wanted to give you guys a little starter pack. This is going to make an entire gallon. It's kind of heavy, careful. I know, an entire gallon of fertilizer to use not just on your rose lilies, but everything in the garden. And that's just going to ensure that those bulbs start to produce like living bouquets for you, whether in the ground, in containers. The really nice thing about these, Alberti, that as elegant as you see here, as beautiful as they are.
And you get all these colors.
All the colors. My grandfather, Roberta's husband, used to say, these are too dumb to die. These are truly the easiest thing to grow, and you would never know it because of how beautiful and elegant they really are.
You would think that they required like the most precision, like that they were finicky, and they're not. I have fewer than 2,500 to go around. I'm telling you, for $6 on a credit card, you will wish that you picked up 10 collections of this because that's how beautiful they are. And they truly, each one of these stems, by the way, look at, this is one
look at that, how many flowers there are. 3 opened and a bud ready to go.
Wow, so this is one stem versus like a traditional lily, and the aroma that comes out of them is outrageous. Now, tell me what we're seeing here.
Okay, so this is my sister-in-law, Samantha. That's Devin's wife. He brought her home a huge bouquet of these beautiful Anushkas and the Leonas. So they actually, if we can go to the next photo, you'll see how Devin grows them in a container, just like that on their outdoor table, because it is like a centerpiece, you know, a living flower bouquet. So that's all of the collections together. And here you see Michaela. So the Michaela is brand new, and it's truly, it looks like that traditional stargazer, but with all of those layers of petals and none of the pollen mess. Here you see the chartreuse center, those adorable freckles. So each of these varieties they're so unique. They're absolutely the most elegant flowers that you can grow.
They really are.
Here's the Leona. She's also newest in the collection. And I love having white flowers. I know you were mentioning earlier you were selling something that was white, and you said you'd love to have white in the.
I do.
Yeah,
I
because
love having white around my
it really
home.
brightens up the space.
Yes.
Same with white flowers in the garden. And then the Doria is my personal favorite because it's like watermelon pink with those freckles, and then every edging of the petals is like ruffled. It's absolutely stunning.
Now we have fewer than 2,000 to go around. At a $6 easy pay with free shipping, it's the only order of the season. Once these sell out, can't get them back till next year, if we get them next year.
That's right.
That's always the big if. And 132116, but here's the best part. These grow every single year. They come back again and again and again.
Yes.
And the bulbs that you're getting, they get bigger and bigger.
That's right.
In the ground. And what happens is you get more and
stems.
more blooms.
That's right.
Every single year, and more stems, right? So this is one stem with 3 blooms on it. We had another stem before with 4 blooms on it.
Yeah, and that's compared to the traditional stargazers. You've all seen them. They only give you 1 flower per stem. This is kind of wimpy.
Which one would you rather?
Exactly.
I don't know.
This in and of itself that Alberti has, that's a flower statement by itself.
This, and again, I cannot explain how
aroma.
beautiful the aroma is, because lilies, you know, I love floral scent.
Me too.
Love floral scent.
Yeah.
But sometimes floral scent, as my friend Harry Stocking would say, can get very heady.
Totally.
This is the most beautiful, alluring, sweet essence of a scent. And if you've never had a lily like this in your house, you have never experienced this feeling. I always used to go and buy Casablancas,
Totally,
right? Like basically,
absolutely.
right? Like
Yeah,
the big Casablanca
totally.
lilies, and I used to bring them into my house. 3 stems would cost me $30.
Oh, man.
At the florist. And by the way, that was a deal.
Yeah, totally.
And
that was how
over
many
10 years ago.
Exactly,
when I
right.
lived in Los Angeles.
That's right.
Now fewer than 1,600 to go around. I'm telling you that when you get these home, you're going to say to yourself, why didn't I pick up more collections? You get 4 of them. Now let me ask you, Stephanie, if I'm putting them in a pot, should I put all 4 in one pot?
That's how I like to grow mine. So we have all sorts of varieties of containers on QVC.com. Honestly, I use a 10-inch container, and I put all 4 together so that when they start to bloom,
they're full.
It's full, exactly.
Yeah,
and
like
it looks like a cut flower vase, but they're still growing in the container.
These are all real.
Those are all real.
Every one that you're seeing here, I can pull out any one of these, and you can see this one has 1, 2, 3, 4 flowers on the stem. You can see 4 different stems there from the one stem that's growing out of the ground.
That's absolutely right.
Any other one that I pick, it's gonna have the same. Look at this one. 1, 2, 3, 4 buds with another flower on it. None of them, though,
are
what you will
singles.
notice, but also none of them will have
that pollen.
The pollen, which gets on your hands and
oh my gosh, I have
stains
ruined
them.
So many t-shirts from going out in the garden. I just don't grow these ones anymore. They're cute, but I would so much rather grow these rose lilies where you don't have to worry about it. And then when you bring them inside.
Look at this. I thought this was faux.
No,
look
and there's actually a second one right there.
Oh, fewer than 1,000 to go around. This is gonna sell out. If you want it, please pick it up. Look at, these are.
They're starting to open up.
And can I just say, how thick and juicy these
like
petals
robust
are.
they are.
They're
Absolutely.
not wimpy. They're not wimpy. This is not a wimpy flower.
Yep.
This is truly an heirloom. Now, can I ask you this?
Yeah,
right?
please. Let's hear it.
Can you tell how excited I am?
I love it.
Let me ask you this. How many years can I expect my lilies to come back over and over again, right?
So, that's a great question. Not all perennials are what we consider long-lived.
Yeah.
This one absolutely is.
Oh my gosh, I want to pull this one
Yeah,
up.
go
Keep
ahead.
going,
So
keep
these
going.
are a long-lived perennial. They can take temperatures down to negative 30.
Look at these.
You can grow these anywhere and you'll have flowers truly for decades. They're gonna just keep coming up for you every summer. And the really nice thing about these rose lilies is you will start to see what Alberti is showing you in around July and August. This is that
This is a real flower.
Yeah,
Do
that
you
Doria
see
with
this?
those ruffles on the edges of the petals. It's absolutely stunning.
Okay, $6 gets them home. By the way, you have the Roberta's guarantee.
Yep.
You have by the way, you have the
fertilizer.
guarantee with the fertilizer
right,
as
yep.
well, that this will grow and give you the most beautiful blooms. Fewer than 700 remain. We've got more people than that on QVC.com and on our phone lines. $6 and 132116 is your item number.
And by the way, you can use this on anything. So let's say you have strawberries, tomatoes. It doesn't have to just go on your Roselilies. So you can use it. Exactly. There you go. Well, there you go. That's why we're giving it to you. But you know.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so listen, if you want it, now's your chance to get it home. I want to show everyone again the bulbs.
Yeah, totally.
Do I need to do anything specific when I put this in the ground?
No, just make sure that these roots, they're always facing down. So you're going to put the roots into the soil first, and then you're just going to cover with about 2 inches of soil. So whether in a container or in the ground, and then once you start to see them sprout and a little bit of green coming up, that's when you're going to come out and use your fertilizer about once every 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yep.
Last call, public service announcement. Check out of your shopping carts, and if you're on the phone lines, stay on the phone lines with us. You will have yours, but these are going to go at $6, and 132116 is your item number. Get those home. I love that collection.
Me too.
Please bring them back next year.
We will try.
Please, please, please.
Yes.
All right, so listen, if you're putting these right in the ground, you might need a shovel. Well, we've got the most superior shovel for you in our show.
It's not just any shovel.
Yeah.
This is from Radius. Radius is